guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's almost been a year and a half since I last done a video and had anything else on YouTube, so I thought the best idea was to get a video out there and introduce you guys to the new unit. As most would know, that I lost my unit March last year, which was being demolished. I didn't really have much time to make a decision and relocate. So yeah, I mean, obviously that's all in the past now. But yeah, so I thought I'd introduce the new unit, show you what I've got going on, and obviously the services now that I still offer, and new services that I now offer. But for anyone that doesn't know, I'm up near the Stansted airport. I'm right by the airport almost. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic one the last year or so. So it was about time really. I got myself back out there and showed everyone how I've got on, and just to see if there's still of any interest out there, and hopefully get some of you guys to pop in at any point. So yeah, without any further ado, I'll give you a brief walk round of the unit and show you what else I've got in. The unit is still obviously a working project, almost 80% there now, to where I want it to be. So yeah, I'll show you what we've got going on. So here we have it, guys. So here's the unit. The two poster was fitted recently. Just waiting to finish that off just to make it all good there. The floor is obviously not as even as it could be here, and with the cost of materials at the moment, this was the best idea. All safe, and yeah, does the job. We've got Mark 1 Escort here with 2.1 Pinto. She's sitting here for some loving, but I'll get back onto that. Over here we've got a Mark 1 Cortina GT. Alongside that, Fiesta RS Turbo. I think some people may have seen this before, and then it's GTR. Over here we've got a Mark 1 Capri 1600 XL. Again, I'll get back onto all these, but this is the main detail bay. Awaiting a mid-rise scissor lift to go in here at some point. This is predominantly where most of obviously the detailing happens, paint corrections. Obviously now I offer paint protection film, PPF, and so yeah, so this is the main bay. Over here is the wash bay. As you can see, the floor's had quite a few usages now, but this is all bespoke with a drain fitted, and yeah, this is where all the washing happens. This is some storage and bits and bobs, heater over there obviously. So we've got these guys over it, these cars over here. So yes, you've got your parking and storage there, and then over here obviously we've got tools and whatever else that I've needed. Worktop, nice big worktop, more storage, polishing compounds, axle stands, wheel stand, jack. Temporary measures me cafeteria there. So yeah, this is the main area. So yeah, so from before, now I offer paint protection film, and alongside obviously all my detailing works that I've always done. But a new service that's come in sort of in the last few months is to get involved with restoration side of things. So that is why we have this Mark 1 here. Now, not specifically for restoration, but this has been worked on before, but it's a little bit, just a few areas that could have just been better finished. And customers only recently sort of purchased this, so it's just a few parts that he may change just to make it that little bit better. But yeah, so the idea of the two poster is to get involved with restorations and undersides, or even full restorations, as I now work with a good partner of mine that can do full repaints, and everything else, which isn't far from where I am currently. So we're teaming up to do bits together and to offer things to my customers that I've been asked to do this side of things as well. It's something that I'm really passionate about, and yeah, it's something that I've done before anyway. As well as obviously doing any mechanical upgrades or bolt-ons or even repairs really. I'm also now authorised and available to sell mounting products and to install the mounting products. So that's something as well for the fast forward guys that I can do, especially with the more modern Fords. But yeah, so that's that. What else are we going to chat about? But yeah, no, I'll quickly show you around the cars and see what we've got going on with these while they're sitting here. So here is the Mark 1. Not a bad car. Just a few bits needing tidying up. Yeah, we noticed these bolts are undoing themselves, and then obviously with these you've got these I forgot what they're called now. These tabs which lock up against the bolts. These weren't pitched up. Had the same here on the anti-roll bar here as well, which are now in place. Just a few other little areas. Got a bit of a leaky boot here. Steering rack keeps popping off the column. Well, should I say the column keeps popping off the steering rack, so that's another job we've got to get into. As I said, I'm going to be talking to the owner about how we can tidy up a fair few bits. It's not horrendous. And just to get some better parts on there. So the exhaust hanger here isn't done too great. And this battery live here, which is, get it in, which is rubbing up here on this fuel line, up along here. So we need to try and figure out another route for the battery. But all in all, it's not a bad Mark 1 Escort. 2.1 Pinto on set of twin 45s. So it makes all the right noises. It'd be nice to have a nice stainless system on there as well. Maybe overhaul the suspension, my personal opinion. So yeah, now onto the Mark 1 Capri. This one's been sat for quite a while, so the idea of this being in here isn't for detailing, it's just to recommission the car, go over all the main general bits of the car, get her up and running and just healthy, as the owner would just like to use it. It's a usable car, so yeah, I'll just pop you under the bonnet. So yeah, it's a usable car. It just needs a bit of TLC. I think we're gonna. He wants to replace the carburettor with a Weber conversion. That's the original Ford carb on there. Got a bit of a slow starting issue, so it's got a new start motor on this. It could be solenoid or an earth issue. Still got to dig into that a little bit more. Do the belts. Change these water hoses and the water pump. You notice that started to leak a little bit. And yeah, just give it a service. Change the plugs, coil, distributor cap rotor arm, points and condenser. As it could all do with being changed really. So that's on this. A little bit of a shame that it's been wrapped under here. But she is what, 50, about 54 now. Thereabouts. Not a bad car. Not bad at all. Got the vinyl top on here. Two-tone interior. Not bad at all. As with anything, you could always make it perfect, but sometimes with Perfect you won't want to use it too much. I'd just like to add as well, so with the full restoration side of things, obviously all parts like powder coating, zinc plating of parts is something, or any other plating services can be done here in-house as well. So yeah, with anything to do with the restoration side of things, all that can be done and dealt with. Obviously wheel refurbishments as well. What else do we offer? There's quite a bit. There is quite a bit which we can always talk about. Can't think of the top of my head now. But something else that I've had done over the over the period, should I say, these Essex RS Cosworth heat shields. Now these have been made from a genuine original heat shield. They are made out of fiberglass, as you can see here, but they've been done to the highest of standards. These are fire retardant class 2. Unfortunately, there was nothing out there to withstand the temperatures that a turbo creates as a replica. Now you could do them out of plastic, but it would cost a fortune, as I've looked into this. But unfortunately, I don't think there would be a market there at that price point. I've sold a few of these, so if there's anyone interested, let me know. I can get that organised. But I personally, what I was going to do with these was line the insides of a reflective heat shield and line the inside of it, which it would be rated to higher turbo temperatures, as I've seen on other replica heat shields on other cars, and it has worked. Unfortunately, I did put some of this out there and it got a little bit bashed because it's fiberglass, but in terms of a replication model, in terms of looks compared to a genuine, it's pretty bang on, and I don't think you're going to get better from the price point. That's something I've been doing, is having a few bits here and there made up. Essex Cosworth hockey sticks as well, getting remade from genuine parts. They've gone down quite well. So yeah, there's been quite a bit going on. Almost forgot is Transit Connect. This was done probably about 7 or 8 months ago into doing like a mobile service. It has earned well, but at times, because I'm on my own, it's very difficult to be in 2 places at once and meet everyone's deadlines, etc. So I'm in 2 minds of what I'm going to do with this. I've thought about selling it. Then at the same time, I think, keep it and to still offer a bit of mobile for anyone in the local area. So, but here is the van anyway. I thought I'd show you. So we have obviously all the storage for the bottles and products here. Normally I'd have my plastic containers with my cloths and everything in here, so they're out at the moment. Got the generator here mounted on a if I can get it out, on a roller bearing runners, which holds quite nicely. Don't use that too much, as I should. But yeah, it's there if needed. Obviously brushes all up here, fully carpeted out with the control panel here and for the lights, and we've obviously got the USB charging there as well, and the 12 volt in there feed. Walk round to the side. We've got the Kranzel K7 with the 350 litre lay down flat tank, hose reel for 30 metres. Again, I'd have more like my Hoover and everything like that up at the top there. So that's that. That's the little Transit Connect, which yeah, not too bad. A little bit dirty. Has been running on Focus RS Mark III wheels. I've switched these back over. don't look at this corner, this is the last bit of the unit to be finished. So yeah. This one's Mark 1 Cortina GT, obviously a Lotus Recreation, but still a nice thing nevertheless, if anyone wanted to have a nose at that. So yeah, I thought I'd just give you guys a bit of an update into where I'm at now, and if you guys are still interested, I'll post more content, and hopefully I can see more of you guys in the future for any requests or anything you want me to do. Just give me a shout. Here it is, and this is my update, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.